What's going on? How are we?
Yeah, no, doing good. Definitely very happy with how I'm looking, and it's a noticeable difference. Definitely had a few family members, one of my wife's friends, like, man, you lost a lot of weight. Like, yeah, it's been good. My wife told me too. She's like, you look so much better. So just keep it up.
Oh, that's exactly what I hear. If the wife, mate, happy wife, happy life at the end of the day, my friend. That's what I want to hear. What were you kind of doing before you did really lock in to this program and you did sort of start to make those changes?
Yeah, it was didn't watch my diet too closely. Like, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. And then I'd go through a cycle of 3 to 6 months of exercising and getting back into it, and then something would happen, and then whether it was a kid being born or the weather or something would happen that would get thrown in, and I'd use it as an excuse to stop. And it was kind of just this and never-ending cycle of not having a good diet, and then just cycling exercise for going in cycles of a couple months, and then nothing for 6 months, and then a couple months. And when you do that, it's just you just never change.
What do you reckon kind of prevented you from sort of reaching out to anyone sooner?
I didn't do social media for a really long time. I just kind of this is just not my thing. My brother-in-law would always send me reels, just funny stuff that he'd send to me. So I literally got Instagram just to watch reels. So I started looking at reels, and then when I was on Instagram, just based on algorithms and things like that, I started getting exercising or basketball training videos or nutrition videos and following certain people. And I had never even thought of something like what you do. I didn't even know it existed until I started watching certain videos, and then all of a sudden I'm getting some ads and things from you and from I started seeing them, and was kind of like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. And then back in March, I was 203, and I started really kind of just had that come to Jesus moment where I was like, okay, this is that's not okay. It'd be fine if I was 10% body fat and I was 203, but that definitely wasn't the case. I decided to switch my diet and actually listen to some of these people that I follow that are, get, my body weight and protein every day, and reduce carbs, stop eating at a certain time, things like that. So I started doing it on my own and felt much better, was working out every day. And after 3 months of doing it on my own and only dropping 7 pounds, I was starting to get frustrated. I was getting pissed, because I'm like, dude, I've changed my diet so much, and I'm working out 5-6 days a week, 7 pounds in 3 months. I was starting to get really frustrated.
What do you reckon did make you there is so much information out there? What do you reckon kind of made you actually pulled the trigger on it?
Honestly, one thing that you posted, it was about a guy that is does Broadway in New York or something like that.
Yeah.
And I saw you post that guy, his before and after. I think it was a 12-week thing. Again, this might sound kind of rude, but I was like, dude, if this freaking drama kid that does theater can get in shape in 12 weeks, then I can freaking do this. Again, it sounds kind of like 1980s bully mentality, but I really was like, dude, if this guy that does the freaking theater performances can do it, then I can freaking do it. And then that's when I booked the first call.
What do you reckon, looking back on it now, what do you reckon would have happened if you didn't take that bet on yourself?
One of two things would have happened. The rate I was going, what's it been now, 8 weeks? Yeah, I would have gone from 196 to 194, 193, something like that, a couple of pounds. Or what probably would have happened, which has happened to me in the past, is I would have just got immensely frustrated and then potentially just fallen off the wagon altogether. I mean, definitely wouldn't be where I am right now.